Hello there, everybody. This is the Comedy Thief, and you're watching Funny Old Guys. And beside me is the the famous, successful surgeon, Dr. Fatpacker. Say hello there, Doctor.
Yeah, I'm not notorious yet. I haven't had enough people that died from me, so you got to be careful about that. Hello, everybody. Good to be here. Thank you.
Well, it's nice to know that not too many people have died. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, well, sometimes you can't help it. It's not your fault. It's nature.
Well, I'm never going to. And below me is Homeless Charlie, who has a fabulous mustache on this week. Homeless Charlie, say hello to our enormous crowds.
Hello to everybody. Glad you're here.
That's it? Okay, good. So what we do is we tell jokes and you laugh at our jokes. Right, gentlemen?
That's a good deal.
So before we get started, we have a point of conversation. And here's the point of conversation for today for the three of us. You have just invented a toe fungus medicine. And so I want to know, Dr. Fatpacker, what's going to be the brand name for your brand new toe fungus medicine?
Well, I had been working on that. So I've got a name in mind for it. Sometimes that fungus stuff is called toe jam. So I'm thinking of calling it No Jam.
No Jam. That's beautiful. Oh.
Are you okay?
I'm starving, so I have to eat while we have the video on. Homeless Charlie, you invented this toe fungus medicine, and you have to come up with a brand name for it. What are you going to call it?
Well, I got to be honest with you. It's been out for centuries. It's called tofu.
Tofu?
Very good. I like that.
I have two names. I'm going to call, let's see, I got it written down here.
What else?
I'm either going to call it Crud Corrector.
Okay.
Or Pinky Pate.
I like the second one.
Dr. Fatpacker, tell us a joke.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I went into this other bar that I normally don't go into, and I asked the bartender, said, how much for a beer? When he says, $1. I go, oh, well. I said, that's pretty good price there. How much would it be for a New York sirloin with a side of mashed potatoes and a salad? Oh, an entire cheesecake for dessert. And the bartender says, $5.
Wow.
I said, that's amazing. So I said, this place is truly amazing. It says, I really wish I could meet the owner of this place. And the bartender says, Val, he's upstairs in the office with my wife. I said, oh, what's he doing with your wife? And he said, same thing I'm doing to his business.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
How about Charlie? Tell us a joke.
Well, I'll tell you, since you guys are pretty old, here's some advice.
Oh.
If you're over 50, which you guys are,
yeah,
it's time to leave the young girls alone. Get a woman that understands the signs of a stroke.
Your audio is kicking out there, buddy, so try to keep close and see if we can correct that. But anyway, a question for the two of you, which you don't even have to answer. But have you ever, you guys, taken a dump so absolutely grand that you're...
I think he's cutting you out on that one.
There he is. Have you ever taken a dump that is absolutely so grand that your pants fit better? That's something to think about.
There you go. Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh. So one of my neighbors is a third grade teacher, and she wanted to know and get to know her students a little better on the first day of school. So she saw one little girl and she says, and what does your daddy do? And the little girl says, whatever mama tells him.
No, that's a good one.
She's being brought up right, I guess. At least by mama.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh,
Well, the other day I told my girlfriend that when I said I liked it rough, I meant sex, not the whole damn entire relationship.
Exactly. Whatever you said. Audio City. Anyway, do you know what you buy, what you get, what you give to a hunter
oh,
on his special day? You buy him a birthday pheasant. That's what you buy him. That's terrible.
Peasant.
Terrible.
I thought his
Pat Packer, go for
I
it.
thought his favorite day would be opening of hunting season. Oh,
That could be it too. Go
so
ahead.
one of my doctor friends, he was out golfing with his wife, and all of a sudden she says, "Honey, if I died, would you get married again?" Oh, and he says, "No, sweetie." And she goes, "Oh, come on, I'm sure you would." And he says, "Okay, I would." She says, "Well, would you let her sleep in my bed?" He says, "Well, yeah, we'd be married and you'd be dead. I guess so." He says, "Oh, would you let her use my golf clubs?" And he says, "No, she's left-handed."
Oh, she's left-handed.
Not unawares, she did.
Little hidden meaning there. Almost Charlie, tell us the joke.
Well, we'll see if you can hear me. When a man says he'll do anything for a woman, he means to fight bad guys and kill dragons, not vacuum or wash dishes.
Exactly. The important things only.
Yeah.
Let me just see here. Oh, I got a new job, guys.
What?
Oh, no. What are you doing now?
Well, I can't hold a job. Remember the other day, Dr. Fat Packer, you were talking about human cannonball. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I got a job as a human cannonball, but something came up and I did something wrong and I got fired. Get it? I got fired. Tell us a joke there, Dr. Fat Packer.
You are so silly. It's amazing. So my neighbor was telling me that he's been married for a long time, and I asked him, what's the secret to having a marriage last? When he says, 2 times a week, we go out to a nice restaurant and have a little wine and good food. She goes on Tuesdays and I go on Fridays.
And the marriage works perfectly.
That's right.
Boy, these raisins are delicious. Homeless Charlie.
I
Wait a
can
minute.
see that.
We lost Homeless Charlie.
Homeless Charlie. Oh, that's why he's called Homeless Charlie.
Can you hear us almost?
He can't hold a place to stay.
He's laughing.
I can hear that.
Good Lord. All right. I'll tell a joke while he's screwing around.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I was on an airplane.
I think he's trying to do the landscape thing instead of the portrait thing, and he fell over.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
You had it right at the beginning. He's been drinking.
He's off the show.
Let's go ahead.
Go ahead. We're fine.
I'll just watch.
You're sideways, you dork.
Well, I can't help it.
All right. Stay that way. No, stay that way. Just tell a sideways joke. Go for it.
Sideways joke.
Well, that was a good movie. They had Paul Giamatti in it.
Nice and loud.
Well, okay. You know what a FICO score is, don't you?
FICO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If you have a 350
Ooh.
credit score, absolutely no one will steal your identity.
Okay. Now that's a good idea. I hadn't thought of it that way.
So before the COVID thing,
Oh,
I was on an airplane with this attractive woman, and at some point in the flight, she went, achoo, and then she went, and I looked at her and I didn't say anything, and then a little bit later, she goes, achoo, and she goes, and she did it a third time. I said, excuse me, ma'am. I says, for you're sneezing. He says, but you're doing a shaking each time you sneeze.
Yeah.
What is that? And she says, well, it's kind of personal, but she says, every time I sneeze, she says, I have this sexual reaction. If you
Now, we
catch my
call it
drift.
an orgasm here in the doctor business.
No, we can't say that. So
Okay.
you can't say orgasm on this video.
Oh, okay. Well, I remember that.
So anyway, I said to this gal, that is extremely unusual. Are you taking anything for it? And she said, yes, pepper. Dr. Fat Packer.
Oh my goodness. Well, this little boy asked his father, he says, Dad, I've heard that in some parts of Africa, a man doesn't know his wife until he marries her. And his dad said, son, that happens everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
All over the world. Okay, Sideways Charlie.
Oh yeah, I'll get upright here one of these days. There was a friend of mine. He went on an interview at a psychiatry office
Ooh.
job, and the owner, he said, so you're interested in working with us? He said, could you tell us your experience with mentally disturbed people? And he said, well, I've been on Facebook for 5 years.
And he got hired, right? Okay, I don't have one yet, but Dr. Fat Packer, this is your last one.
Oh, all right. Oh, you don't have one yet. Okay, well, I tell little Johnny joke, okay? Little Johnny, he tells me that he walked into his dad's bedroom and he sees him holding this condom.
Uh-oh.
And his father was trying to hide it by bending over the bed, and he looking under the bed, pretending he's looking for something. And little Johnny says, what are you doing, Dad? He says, oh, I thought I saw a mouse go underneath the bed. When little Johnny says, what are you going to do, screw him?
Okay.
We'll leave a big gap in here for you can get rid of it later.
Oh boy. Okay. Last one there, Charlie.
Well, okay, this normal like this because it violates all of our rules. If a woman is uncomfortable watching you masturbate,
Oh,
A, has intimacy issues, B, she is frigid, or C, she needs to sit somewhere else on the bus.
or D, you're off the show. Oh my God.
With all the trouble Charlie's had, we might as well start from scratch again.
Folks, we apologize. This is
Well, he apologizes.
we talk about a trash bin. This is going in the trash bin. Or maybe not. But a friend of mine, to wrap everything up, a friend of mine has spent, it's kind of a tragic thing. He has spent the last 5 years searching for his wife's killer.
Oh, my
But he
goodness.
still can't find anybody to do it. So,
Oh, and that's better, huh?
now that we screwed this video up, this is the comedy thief saying that we're not out of here. We're going to, oh my God. We're going to invite,
Why would you invite anybody? Who would want to be here?
yeah, we can't, hey, almost Charlie, we can't use the live one. We've done ourselves and we have somebody, wait a minute, wait a minute, the live one. We're going to invite Wanda Sykes to be in our next video, the very famous comedian.
Oh, I like her. She was on
She's dirty, but we're going to clean her up, so to speak. So Wanda,
Moving On Up.
you've got 24 hours to check in with Funny Old Guys at funnyoldguys@gmail.com. And if you check in, you're going to be in our very next video and we'll all be famous. And if you don't, you're going in the trash bin. So subscribe. And now for his farewell, I give it over to Dr. Fat Packer.
Well, I thought everything was very funny today, but maybe instead of being famous, we're all going to be infamous. Auf Wiedersehen.
Sideways Charlie, give your farewell to our diminishing crowds.
Farewell forever.
Yeah, same to you. Same to you. Everybody wave goodbye, folks. We'll see you on the other side. Everybody wave.
Tschüss, nee.